The novice handicap was race 7. Graham Cook had been out of luck earlier in the day, but he scores here on Planet Man. A little bit chancy at the barrier, but he stepped away reasonably cleanly yesterday, settled into a nice spot. Just approaching the home turn, Cook angled away from the rails, and the leaders fanned. He was trapped a bit wide on the corner, and that allowed Gallant Royale to skip clear. But over the final 200 metres, it always seemed likely Planet Royale would land a very solid plunge. He was sent out a short price favourite. Nothing wrong with the effort of Gallant Royale by the same token. The 3-year-old has had one more run and then spell, and I think he could develop into a useful performer next year. But Planet Man, very promising young 4-year-old.
Lord Baton and Max as well. Planet Man settling about 5th. The leader, Black-Eyed Charlie, just in front of Goshman. In 3rd place is Smooth as Satin, followed by Gallant Royale running up into a nice handy position, then Space Appeal. Planet Man next on the inside. Max's World is going fast but wide, then Racing Rio, Canoe to Pie, Lick and Stick, followed by Little Mimi on the inside, then 7 lead Tiger Meow, My Casanova and Lord Petard. As they run onto the bend at the 800, and the leader, Black-Eyed Charlie, a half length in front of Space Appeal with Gallant Royale splitting them in the centre. Max's World now 4th, then Smooth as Satin on the outside of Goshman, then Canoe to Pie. Midfield on the rails and awkwardly placed at the moment Planet Man, but he's going okay. He's 5 or 6 lengths off the leader. Then Racing Rio, moving up quickly now is 7 Lee, and then Little Mimi, Lick and Stick, followed by Tiger Meow, My Casanova and Lord Petard last. As they run around the home turn, 400 metres to go. Black-Eyed Charlie in front as they straighten up. Black-Eyed Charlie a length and a half in front of Gallant Royale. To the outside, finishing gamely is Max's World. And here comes the favourite now, Planet Man. Cook's winding him up. He's coming with a big run. Gallant Royale in front, 200 metres to go. Black-Eyed Charlie's gone. Planet Man trying hard to go with Gallant Royale. It's Gallant Royale a neck in front. Planet Man's coming at him close to home. The favourites grab the lead. He's poked his nose in front, Planet Man, and he's got up to win. Planet Man first, Gallant Royale second, Smooth as Satin third.
Good effort that from Planet Man at his first start for 6 or 7 weeks. He'll improve, and I think he'll go right through the classes this campaign. Well, the final event was the Swirl-On Graduation. Aquitaine was regarded as the get-out bet for some punters. She was very heavily back to start 5-4 again, and once again she filled 2nd placing. She made a desperate lunge in the final 50 metres, just failed to pick up Kersting Girl, who was well turned out by Robert Seitz, a very promising young trainer. But Aquitaine is to run over 16-10 metres at Doomben next Saturday, and perhaps that might be the day for her to break through. She's been very, very consistent. You'll notice her on the inside there. She was well ridden by Mike Pelling, but just out of luck on the corner where she was trapped a bit deep, and Kersting Girl was able to slice through inside and gain a valuable and winning break.
Immediately drops to the rear. Granite Princess caught very wide early, and so too is Good Prospects. I'm settling down now with 1,000 metres to go, and Good Prospects is going very fast on the outside, and she's raced away. Good Prospects leads by 2 lengths. Just Blonde second on the inside of Scrappy Sally, a length into Granite Princess. Aquitaine running about 5th on the inside, 2 or 3 lengths off the leader on the inside of Ice Rose. Then Drury Lass is racing outside of Kersting Girl, and Sky Sister and Kalani Glove at the rear. Coming down the side, they start to slow up a little bit in front. Good Prospects ahead in front of Scrappy Sally. Granite Princess chasing those leaders 3 wide, followed by Just Blonde, 4th on the rails. Aquitaine now going forward, then Ice Rose, Kersting Girl, Drury Lass, Kalani Glove and Sky Sister. Coming towards the home turn, 450 metres to go. Good Prospects just in front of Scrappy Sally as they straighten up. Just Blonde is behind them on the rails, followed by Granite Princess. Ice Rose now pulled to the outside. Aquitaine looking for the way clear, and then Sky Sister. Well in the straight, 300 metres to go. Good Prospects still the leader. Scrappy Sally having a crack at her on the outside. Just Blonde running on gamely with Kersting Girl, and here's Kalani Glove and Ice Rose right down the outside. Aquitaine's getting a run in the centre. Kersting Girl loomed up to go to the lead. Kersting Girl in front of Aquitaine. They're drawing to the post. Kersting Girl just in front. Aquitaine lunge. No, she's just missed out. And Kersting Girl's just beaten Aquitaine. Kalani Glove was right off the track. She may have got third, then Just Blonde.
She's getting costly, Aquitaine, but she tried her heart out yesterday, and I think she'll make amends at Doomben next week. Look now at the double and treble information from Doomben yesterday. Firstly, the daily double numbers. 2 and 2 are $8.80. The treble 1, 2 and 2 paid $30.40, while the extra double from Doomben paid numbers 6 and 8. After another win in the main sprint, he's been a marvellous performer this season. He's going to run now in the Villiers Stakes, on trial at 1,600 metres when he runs in that race, but he's in such great form that it seems nothing is beyond him up to that distance. The first event went to I Will. Ron Duffus, doesn't have a lot of rides for the Tom Smith stable, made every poster winner here to score on I Will, who landed some nice bets back in from 10-1 to 6-1.
Destiny pushed along, tread the boards behind them from Funds of Fortune, Oriental Crest and Gull Contari, and Zamaglow is last around the corner, and I Will raced away. At the ledger, 350 to to go. I Will with a break of 2 lengths, all chant. Flintstone third from Lucky Morning. Lunch in Paris is feeling the pinch and then Tread the Boards getting out. Inside the 200, Duffy pulls the whip on I Will. It's a length and a half to 2 lengths still on all chant, who's making no headway. And I Will is racing clear. He's in no danger. And I Will to the line by 2.5 lengths to all chant. Third, Lucky Morning. Fourth home was Tread the...
Well, Queenslanders need no convincing of Mick Dittman's ability, but he's really making the Sydney punters sit up and take notice now. Have a look at his ride here on Benbulben. He looks 100 to 1 chance when he straightens, but Dittman really gets to work on the favourite and very vigorous with the whip over the final 300 metres. That's him about 5th at the moment, the grey horse. He comes on the outside of the other grey, Highland Lord, and really gets motoring with the whip in the straight.
Attacked for the lead by Margarita. Highland Lord third, Kudu on the inside. Benbulben finally getting out. He's standing the leader up about 3 or 4 lengths from Desolé at the 200 metres, and Almerzo just in front of Margarita. Benbulben and Highland Lord trying hard to reach them. On the inside, Almerzo in front. Highland Lord and Margarita with Benbulben about 4 in line. Benbulben coming home quickly. He made it. Benbulben in the last stride from Highland Lord.
The honours there just as much with the rider as the horse. Great effort from Mick Dittman. Third event, unfortunately we have only the 300 metres because of a technical problem, but you'll see a great struggle between Arrakis and Gold Circle. The two two-year-olds really were locked together until the final 50 metres when Arrakis just draws clear to defeat the favourite Gold Card, sent out that 2 to 1, very heavily backed, and both these youngsters look as though they're going to have big futures in 1984. This is the final stages of the Bow Repair Handicap.
They've raced away, this pair, about 6, Cerazar and Scarvine. Arrakis the outside and Gold Card a minute in front. Arrakis by a head on the inside. Gold Card kicking back. Arrakis is going better and Arrakis gets the money. It's Arrakis ahead to Gold Card. Third home.
Very courageous performance there from Arrakis, but certainly nothing wrong with the effort of the runner-up Gold Card. Fourth event, and Dear Diane. She was very impressive in scoring recently, and once again yesterday, she and Craig Hieronymus combined to register a very comfortable victory. Well prepared by Brian Mayfield Smith, who's to go public next year. He's been private trainer to the Fox family for some years now, and he's assured of a big team when he does go public in about February.
Second last is Double Score, and last of all is Rosanna True. Around the corner, and Dear Diane broke clear of the nearest rival and stablemate Royal Sprite and leads that filly about 3 lengths. Aquitana going up on the inside, and then My Charvain followed by Blazing Silks, and a long margin to the others headed by Belansky, but Dear Diane, she raced further in front and looks the goods. 150 to go. Dear Diane about 5 lengths on My Charvain and Aquitana. They're spread out like Brown's car. She is absolutely bolting away, Dear Diane, and Dear Diane on the line wins at 5 lengths to My Charvain. Third, Aquitana.
Well, Dear Diane's price was very healthy, 4 to 1, considering she was a last start winner, and the same applied to Nosey Parker in the 5th event, which was the Esso Festival Handicap. He was most convincing in his last start victory, but he was easy in the betting. He sent out equal favourite at 7 to 2 with Tempestuous. A beautiful ride here from Neville Voigt. He settles Nosey Parker behind the leaders, and he was always in command in the straight, although Tempestuous slices through in the middle to make up ground late, but never really threatened.
A length of the last pair, and they are surf and ambushed around the bend, and Red Current hung and carded Noble Connection very deep. Nosey Parker getting up on the inside and open the door taken to the extreme outer. At the 250, and Voigt had driven the top 8. Nosey Parker to the lead. A length on Red Current, followed by Open the Door, and then Northern Reward, but it's Nosey Parker with 100 to go in front. He's a length on Tempestuous running on, but Nosey Parker safe, holding them all at bay. And Nosey Parker, a brilliant performance under 58.5 to beat Tempestuous. Open the Doors run third.
The 6th event was the Barbecue Galore Handicap for the 2-year-olds, and a startling debut here from Quiet Little Drink, a rather quaintly named filly. She's by Vice Regal from the Tommy Smith stable, an armchair ride for Mick Dittman, and I was particularly impressed with the way she went on with the job in the straight, and I think distances, certainly 1,000 metres and beyond, are going to suit her even better. You'll notice her just in front there at the turn, but she careers away to score by 7 lengths.
Quiet Little Drink, a length Magic Contract as they swing the corner. Set Magic wide out in 3rd position, and then Ralph Fonda followed by Viking Goddess, but straightening up, and Quiet Little Drink shook off Magic Contract, leads at the best part of 2 lengths. Set Magic under the whip 3rd, and then comes above her station, but Quiet Little Drink is home, I'd say. 200 to go. Yes, she's in no danger, Quiet Little Drink. The further she goes, the further she increases the lead. She's 8 lengths in front from Magic Contract. What'll get up for 3rd? I think Viking Goddess. Yes. But on the line, Quiet Little Drink by 7 lengths to Magic Contract. I think Viking Goddess has just nailed Set Magic.
Could have been a quiet big drink for her supporters. She sent out very heavily back favourite 6-4 on and landed some massive bets. 7th event went to Claim the Quest. This is a tidy ride from Bruce Compton. You'll notice him angle for a run on the inside just after straightening. Claim the Quest took a long while to squeeze through the opening. He had to be desperately ridden with the whip, but he just manages to nail Lost Valley, who's the leader on the fence as they come to the home turn.
Tuna Too, Cumpel dropping out, our shout to the outside. Gadachi got another tighten up, and as they swing round the corner, one of the veterans in the race, Spring Moss, has raced up again to head off Lost Valley. Clive Comet, another old stager coming into it. Claim the Quest is angling for the inside run. Not quite room for him at the moment, and 2 to our shout and Tuna Too. At the 200, Lost Valley in front. Claim the Quest is getting up on the inside now to challenge Lost Valley. Claim the Quest moves to Lost Valley, who's fighting on. Lost Valley and Claim the Quest to the line together. Claim the Quest, Lost Valley. Claim the Quest and Lost Valley hit it locked together. Nothing much between Claim the Quest on the inside and Lost Valley. Then Spring Moss on the inside and what?
Was a titanic struggle there with Claim the Quest just edging out Lost Valley. Final event, and bookies had their revenge here with the success of the despised outsider Arrivakhan. Certainly the muddling speed in the middle stages helped his win, but he's a Carly Khan 5-year-old, and the breed tend to get better with maturity. And this is a courageous effort because he looks as though he's going to be swamped in the straight, but really responds to desperate whip riding from Neil Payne.
Away next is Bogan Rush as they commence the run around the corner. Arrivakhan getting up on the inside has joined Mr. Chauvinist Brahman. He's third now, followed by Whiskey Dancer, Cobbler's Fair, French Kiwi, and then comes Bogan Rush at the 250. Chances galore. Here's Brahmani after Mr. Chauvinist and Arrivakhan from Bogan Rush, Cobbler's Fair, Whiskey Dancer and French Kiwi on the outside. Arrivakhan and Mr. Chauvinist, Brahmani, Bogan Rush on the inside. Mr. Chauvinist and Arrivakhan. Arrivakhan by a nose. Think Arrivakhan and nose in a desperate finish from Mr. Chauvinist. French Kiwi is right on the outside and well up there from Bogan Rush.
Good effort there from Mick Dittman's mount French Kiwi, who filled the minor placing, and he won't be long breaking through. Double and treble information from Rose Hill. Firstly, the double 1 and 5 paid $5.20, and the treble 4, 1 and 5 paid yesterday. They opened with the youthful handicap, as the name would suggest, for 2-year-olds, and a huge pre-post tip here for Gold Merchant. Heavily back to start the favourite 6-4. Unfortunately, couldn't hold off Solve from the successful Tommy Hughes stable. At this stage, coming towards the home turn, it certainly looked like the big plunge was set for victory, with Gold Merchant highballing along in front.
Gold Merchant led 2 to Solve and ahead to Streamlined. 2 lengths further back in the field then came Acclimatized, getting up along the inside. They're followed further back at the head of the others by El Sari, but the leader kicked away Gold Merchant on the turn. Expert Flyers well out of its ground as they make the home bend, and then Exclusive Heiress in the straight though at the leader Gold Merchant about a length and a half to Solve. The only danger who pulls to the outside. They're clear of El Sari, running home well. Gold Merchant in front, but Solve is pegging it back. Solve moved up on the outside to get to Gold Merchant. Solve doing better, and Solve wins the first a half length. Gold Merchant 2 lengths. El Sari a big run third.
Win there to Craig Dinn on Solve. He made it a double in the opening 2 events when he scored on All Seeker in the second. Sweeps up 3 wide to join the leaders on the home turn and finishes strongly down the centre of the track to win well from Carbrindian. Lord of Camelot, third, made up a lot of ground.
There a length in front of Winning Rain. 2 lengths further back, All Seeker from on the outside, split the booty, and 3 lengths struggling now, Better Be Brave. Then a gap to Lord of Camelot, followed by Valiant Tradition on the turn. Carbrindy on the outside of Russell, a length and a half to All Seeker, pulled to the outside. Then split the booty, pulled out deep, but in the straight 200 to go. Carbrindy in front, but All Seeker's finishing quickly. All Seeker raced up and grabbed the lead from Carbrindy. Then further back is Russell, and flying home from a long way back is Lord of Camelot. But in the run home, All Seeker wins at 2 lengths. Second home is Carbrindy. 3/4 and a huge run is Lord of Camelot.
The third was the first Parkville handicap, and to punters who sent out Harry White's mount West Mayo as a solidly back second favourite had the giggles approaching the home turn because West Mayo had them covered there. He cruised past the leaders and really was never under full pressure in the straight. To score well from Galactic Star, who got a mile out of his ground but made up plenty of territory late.
West Mayo travelling up quickly in the centre now, starting to join in. Giving the West Mayo a big start nearing the turn at the moment is Galactic Star. Arrakis about to pull to the outside, but West Mayo quickly raced to the front on the turn, 250 out. Got a length and a half. Evan Wade, Tri-Seater, then Galactic Star and Baracus. West Mayo in front, 150 to go now from Baracus and Galactic Star down the outside, but West Mayo's got too big a break. He's a couple in front. Galactic Star rattling home, but he'll get the money, West Mayo. West Mayo 2.5, Galactic Star, a length and a half away, third Baracus.
Galactic Star may atone for that second placing there, perhaps on a bigger track or over a little bit more ground than 1,200 metres. Fourth event went to Major Diamond, another big plonk here, 9-4 into favouritism at 6-4. He scores well from El Cartel and Exclusion, outsider battling on for third.
Private Shield success to Trade and a gap to Prince Namnan. Down with 500 metres to go, Vincere in front, but Major Diamond moved up quickly in Family Pageant, got a run up on the fence there, 2 lengths to El Cartel and 3 to Eriton, followed by Private Shields. Major Diamond went to the front on the turn, got a neck in advance now, beaten off quickly is Vincere. Alcatel pulled to the outside from Family Pageant. In the straight, Major Diamond got 2 lengths in front. Alcatel gets to the outside, running on fairly. Then Vincere, and further back was Eriton, but Major Diamond and Mickey Malian are set to score, and Major Diamond's coming away. Exclusion from a long way back, but Major Diamond wins by 2.5 to Alcatel. Exclusion's flown home to run third ahead.
Another heavily backed one to rip money off bookmakers yesterday at Moonee Valley was Templeman, ridden by Robert Heffernan and top trainer George Hanlon. They've been noted for pulling off some big plunges over the recent years, and this is solidly tried to start 5-1. You'll notice him on the fence coming to the turn, eases around them and scores very well.
And they're 4 lengths in front of Arlington Sandfly, followed by his asset. Butte Street in front with 450 metres to go, 3/4 Templeman. Autumn Splendour under pressure, back on the rail, running on fairly, and Trifold pulled to the outside. Then Arlington Sandfly from a long way back, they straighten up. Butte Street on the inside, and Templeman. Autumn Splendour pulled to the outside in the straight now. Templeman took the lead with 200 metres to go. Got clear now of Butte Street, followed by further back Poker Machine, and down the outside Autumn Splendour from Arlington Sandfly, but Templeman's coming away, and Templeman wins 2.5 lengths in the run home. Second home is Prince Habit. Third's very tight. It's either Autumn Splendour or Butte Street behind.
Quite a convincing performance there by Templeman. Sixth event went to Segovian Rhythm. You'll notice Palmerston looks well clear at the home turn. He seemed the winner at that stage, but he gets very tired once in the straight. Segovian Rhythm sweeps to the lead about 150 metres out, just holds off Tanako Queen.
Vassorski are out wide and running on. Then Mum's Pride and a gap, Tanako Queen, Mr. Disco through to Northwood Manor. Then Mawson last of all. Palmerston 3 in front before the turn. From Heavenly Time, Segovian Rhythm, Solo Affair, check the deck. Then Tanako Queen bending over and Mum's Pride. Palmerston coming back to them in the straight now on the outside. Segovian Rhythm grabbed it quickly. Here's Tanako Queen and Solo Affair down the outside. Segovian Rhythm in front. Tanako Queen cutting it down. Segovian Rhythm hanging on just in front, and it's one. It's 1.5 head Tanako Queen. 2 lengths away, third Solo Affair from Palmerston.
Bookies fought back with the success of Royal Mercy at 125-1 in the 7th event. Sweeps up out very deep at the home turn. Goes on to defeat Italian Verdict and Value. This has had the one that had the bookies cheering, 125-1.
To go in a great race. Avalon's Pride took the lead. Out very wide on the track. Royal Mercy straight up on the outside. It's dashed to the front. And at the 550-metre mark, out wide on the track, Royal Mercy got clear. Italian Verdict went up second now, and they're followed by Game Trooper struggling. These leaders have got away now from Value, Avalon's Pride, and further back in excess. Royal Mercy in front, nearing the home turn, about 1.5 lengths, Italian Verdict. 3 lengths to Value, and then Game Trooper followed further back by Cofit and Cousin Kate. In the straight, 200 metres to go. Royal Mercy the leader, about 1.5 lengths, Italian Verdict down the outside, gradually going after the leader, which is still in front. Royal Mercy halfway up the running. Royal Mercy in front of Italian Verdict. Royal Mercy's hanging on from Italian Verdict. It's one. Royal Mercy a half length, Italian Verdict, 3/4 away, third Value.
It was Heffernan and Hanlon again in the 8th event. Used the space, 12s into 6s. Looked a long way out of it at the home turn, where Celia Lee had dashed away, but used the space, really motors the last 100 metres to score decisively in the end.
About 2 lengths in front, Dark Moments going after it quickly. 3 lengths further back, running on Campaign Queen, and then Flying Countess from Shades of Cindy, Fiery Embers. Lively finish taken wide from Use the Space. Celia Lee 1.5 lengths in front, nearing the home turn, and got clear of Dark Moments struggling. Further back then Fiery Embers, Campaign Queen, but Gauchi raced this clear on the turn now, Celia Lee. It's out 3 or 4 in front of Fiery Embers, down the outside, Lively finish coming quickly. Celia Lee getting tired. Fiery Embers Use the Space, and Lively finishes swamping it. Many chances. Use the Space burst through in the centre, and Use the Space has got up to win a half length. The Lively finish. A neck away third is Fiery Embers.
Race of many changes in the final 200 metres. Used the space, a very strong finish to score decisively. Final event, Solinus Love, another winner to the Hughes stable. Surprisingly good odds, 10-1. Her form has been quite good recently. And this is a smart ride by Din. He was poised just behind the leaders at the home turn. Eases around one wide round after straightening to score well.
Going up fast, Natalie's Pride put its head in front of Gold Omen, and out further now is Jewel Star from Solinus Love. Lemon Princess and Walk With Me are sweeping around the outside from Twilight Miss, and then Char Ciel. Many chances. chances. Goldamon again in front from Natalie's Pride, straightening up. Goldamon over a length in front, straightening from Solinus Love. Natalie's Pride down the outside. Lemon Princess is getting into the clear. In the straight now, Solinus Love race to Goldamon. Lemon Princess out in the centre is coming home well, but Solinus Love kick clear from Lemon Princess and battling on as Goldamon. But in the run to the pace, Solinus Love has won the last 2 lengths to Lemon Princess. A length and a quarter away, third is Goldamon.
Was good odds, Solinus Love 10 to 1. Look now at the double and treble information from Moonee Valley. The double there, 5 and 9, paid $46.95. The successful treble numbers, 13, 5 and 9, paid $235.35. While the extra double, 11 and 2, paid $475.
Race, the 4X handicap on foreign interest. Each of these rides today were gems of rides, particularly the last race, which he won on a horse called Roman Gamble. The horse travelled very well for him in the lead all the way, and then he fought them off very well over the final part. Foreign interest win, of course, also very good. Let's have a look at the final stages of each of the treble races. The first leg was the Biscay graduation. Around the home turn, that's Alpine View in the blue with the gold cap. But moving up on the outside is Tiki. This was Gary Palmer's first win for the day, going very easily. Palmer never resorts to the whip, just urges hands and heels at all stages. Santier is in the gold colours with the green cap, coming home quite well, and also running on fairly well too there is Royal Wagon wide on the track, but in the rundown Tiki had won quite comfortably. The second leg of the treble, this was the 4X handicap, and that's Handsome Prince looming up in the centre, the grey horse. Back behind them, starting to come home now in the pink jacket with the black cap, that's foreign interest. On his inside in the black with the red is Legal Progeny, and down the extreme outside, just on camera's range, in the red and white is Todd Minor, but foreign interest skipped away from them close to home and won easily from Legal Progeny. Todd Minor got third, and fourth home a good run was Prince Harvey. The third leg of the treble, this was the Star Kingdom handicap. This was a very heady ride by John Walk. He summed the race up a long way from home and he got what turned out to be a winning break. That's Rock Show shooting clear. Daldier is running second. Homid and down the outside Hondomatic are running on fairly, but the Bird had flown and Rock Show was clearly too good. It was a good ride by John Walk. In second place, it was a good tussle for second. Hondomatic on the outside just beating Homid for that placing. Now, the details of the Brisbane double, 9 and 1, foreign interest Rock Show, that paid $39.95. Lots of trouble with the computer today at the TAB. And the treble of 7, 9 and 1, Tiki, foreign interest and Rock Show, paid $753.40. Let's now go to Rosehill and have a look at the first leg of the treble there. We picked them up as they turned for home. Wrong Page is the horse on the inside. Spring Moss is next. Then Heroic Blaze. Zephyr Ty is starting to run on. Cynical is coming home quickly. And Tuna Too is the horse down the extreme outside with those red sleeves and the blue cap, swamping them over the final part. Tuna Too got up to win. Cynical flashed home closer to the inside to get the second money. And Tilletry also ran on well. But Tuna Too was clearly too good and won well. The second leg, this is the Airlines handicap. Black Brigand is the leader. The horse moving up is Sir Eden. Now, the one running third, going up to them very quickly, is Northern Reward. Sar Royal is starting to run on well, and Guri Pride is also starting to finish well. But over the final part, Northern Reward kicked clear. Going into second place is Sar Royal, and Guri Pride in those green and black colours is now going into about fifth place and running on very well. But Northern Reward was too good, one from Sar Royal and Guri Pride. Now, the third leg of this was the travel handicap, and we picked them up around the turn. Big Bicky's near the lead with the Alchemist. He's in the black with the white cap. Next is Hermod, and then Huss's Command, followed by Andre Marcel. And coming home very well down the outside of the field is Bogan Rush. He's starting to run on very quickly in the yellow and blue. And getting through too was Reuters News. But over the final part, Bogan Rush got it to the lead, wide out on the track, and he was going home just too well for Andre Marcel. And flashing home, Reuters News got up to run third in advance of the Alchemist. The treble there, 7, 1 and 14, Tuna Too, Northern Reward and Bogan Rush, that paid $2,498.90. The meeting in Melbourne today was at Flemington. The first leg was race 4 of the treble. We picked them up in the straight. Wegano is the leader. The horse moving up on the outside with the black cap, that's Nobled Falcon. Further back was Insignia and Barbaccio. And coming home well from a fair way back is Game Trooper. But from this point on, it settled down for a race in 2. Wegano on the inside. It was a good ride by Skelton, just holding off Nobled Falcon. Game Trooper running on well. He got up to get the third money. The second leg of the treble at Flemington was the Sortino Cup, and in the straight, Copper Rocket had got to the lead. Heezer Hayes is getting up there, followed by Beer Wagon, Galleon, and Todd Wilkes is going for a run closer to the inside rail, and Galleon is with the white cap starting to chime in. But holding to the lead, Copper Rocket was just holding on from Todd Wilkes on the inside and Galleon on the outside getting the third money. This is the third leg. It was the Pinot Silvestre Handicap over the 2000, and that's Valiant Club with a good lead. Twig was running second, coming home well as a Marler. He looked some sort of a threat. Now Maiden Century's getting a run up along the inside rail, and Astralin is the horse now moving into about fourth place, flashing down the outside. But Valiant Club held on for a narrow win from Astralin out wide, third home Maiden Century. The treble, 598, Wegano, Copper Rocket, Valiant Club, that paid $262.
Racing and a disastrous start for punters. In particular, Mick Dittman follows with the defeat of Lord Rain. 2-1 on, he went out, and the bookies were cheering when the 200-to-1 chance Salix came storming down the outside. And in the end, really, it was a comfortable victory. Lord Rain showed very little fight when Dittman started to get to work on him with the whip inside the 200 metres. He had shared the lead comfortably to the home turn, but he was really found wanting over the final stages. This is a Luskin star youngster, a 3-year-old trained by Jeff Chapman, Salix.
With San Bardu, and then comes Fancy Bree, and last of all is Full of Ecstasy. As they travel up to approach the home corner, and Vain Carrioy almost joined by Lord Rain. They've kicked about 2.5 lengths on Rise, and then immediately locked away from Salix and San Bardu. Lord Rain's taken over now from Vain Carrioy at the 300. Rise is running a bit of a race, and 2 lengths to Salix and then San Bardu. Vain Carrioy's history. Lord Rain leads a length. Here's Salix starting to come home fast. Salix is going to beat the hot pot. Salix swept past Lord Rain, clear of Rise, and won for the bookies. Salix on the line, 1.5 lengths to Lord Rain. Gave in without a kick, the favourite. Third Rise, fourth San Bardu.
1 for the bookies in the first, 2 for the bookies after the second, because Long John Silver starting at 12-1, he eased out from 8-1. You'll notice him coming towards the home turn. He's the grey horse running third. He switches inside the heels of the leader to get a run right up along the inside and go on to defeat Prince Baguette. The favourite, Jondi, was hard ridden with the whip by Noel Smith in the straight, but couldn't make up the leeway. That's Long John Silver switching back to the inside.
Likewise, and at the 300, it's Prince Baguette a length. Long John Silver poking up on the inner. John Dye coming down the outside under Smith's hard riding, and 2 then to I'm Chilly, Prince Mundo, Royal Eclipse and Prince Vanquish. 220 to go, and the leader on the inside, Long John Silver from Prince Baguette. John Dye struggling to reach them. Long John Silver's going home better than anything else, and Long John wins again. Long John Silver's beaten Prince Baguette and John Dye. Then Royal...
Punters had some revenge when Thaiuette, starting at 5-4 on and nicely handled by Kevin Langby, landed the third event. Thaiuette didn't show a lot of speed early. He was back midfield, but he secured also a great run along the inside to score quite handsomely in the end. Mick Dittman's mount, Picapago, caught the eye with his determined effort to get second.
Dash through to lead, but she's hanging. A half length clear on passing appeal. Pascherette and Thaiuette getting dream runs on the inside, and Picapago carded very wide. They straighten up at the 300, and Thaiuette darting through on the inside's taken the break now. Pascherette second from Pink Lace weakening, and then Picapago, and Free as a Cloud is next from passing appeal, but Thaiuette under the whip shows the way. Picapago a length second. Thaiuette just in front of Picapago, and Pascherette clear of Free as a Cloud, and Thaiuette's going to win. Thaiuette on the line by 3/4 of a length to Picapago and Pascherette, then Free as a Cloud.
Fourth event was the Christmas Cup, and there was Queensland interest here with 2 runners, Wrong Page and Power Pack, who'd both shown consistent form in Brisbane recently. Wrong Page wasn't disgraced from his wide barrier. He was forced to show early speed to get across. He battled on well in the straight to finish 5th, and I believe plans still that he will go to Perth for the Cup there on New Year's Day. But Power Pack, who had a rather horrendous trip down in the float to Sydney, obviously was showing the effects of that trip, because he was never a possibility. In fact, tailed off a distant last, and he'd probably return home now and spell. The Cup went to Tuna Too, another very good staying ride from Neville Voigt. You'll notice his unusual style with the whip in the straight, but Voigt certainly does get results. You'll notice Tuna Too, as they come out of the barrier, he's the last horse, and back with him is Power Pack. He never gets out of the ruck, but you'll notice in the straight, Tuna Too really picks them up quickly. Here's the Christmas Cup from the start.
They're racing in the Christmas Cup, and Zephyr from the middle of the line, one of the best to begin. Cynical away quickly, closer to the inside. Artist Man finding a prominent spot with Our King Zam, and Wrong Page is starting to whip over. A length the round tripper getting onto the fence, and wider out next is Spring Moss, and a couple of lengths to Latin Anvil, and then Clive Comet, Tilachuri, Power Pack. Heroic Blaze trapped out deep, Young Charger next to last, and Absolute is Tuna Too. Our King Zam races to the lead as they head out of the straight and go up towards the 1900. It's Our King Zam, a length Wrong Page. Zephyr is third on the fence, and Artist Man racing fourth, then Spring Moss. A little more than a length Cynical on the inside of Latin Anvil. Heroic Blaze out covering a lot of additional territory. Clive Comet's in the middle, and Round Trippers on the rail, and then Power Pack. Young Charger next, in fact, is third last from Tilachuri, and Tuna Too is Absolute. 1600 left to gallop as they go to the second bend, and the speed is reasonable. Our King Zam shows the way a length clear. Second is Wrong Page. Zephyr third, and one out, one back, fourth Artist Man, two Spring Moss, and then Cynical on the rail. Heroic Blaze still off the track from Latin Anvil. Clive Comet, Round Tripper, Power Pack's caught three wide now. A length the Tilachuri on the inside of Young Charger, and two lengths Tuna Too. Down the back stretch and heading by the 1200 metres, and Our King Zam being taken on by Wrong Page. A length third is Spring Moss, then Zephyr Artist Man in the centre, and Heroic Blazes covering a tremendous amount of additional leeway. Just over a length gap to Cynical on the inside of Latin Anvil, and then comes Round Tripper and Clive Comet. Power Pack scrubbed up. He's still off the track from Young Charger, Tilachuri, and a couple of lengths Tuna Too. Down the side past the 800, and Wrong Page has taken over as the clear-cut pilot now by a length and a half. Spring Moss. Third is Our King Zam, feeling the pinch of shade from Heroic Blaze. Zephyr getting around the heels of Our King Zam, and then comes Artist Man, and behind them Clive Comet, Cynical, Young Charger, and dropping off a shade there was Round Tripper in company with Tilachuri, and Latin Anvil got shuffled back as they straighten up, and Wrong Page is the leader. Spring Moss second, followed in third place by Clive Comet. Zephyr under the whip, and then comes Cynical trying to get to the open, and two lengths to Tuna Too and Young Charger from Tilachuri. At the 200, plenty of hopes here. Clive Comet's race to the lead. Tuna Too, wide out's coming at him. Tuna Too out in the middle of the track. He's taken the lead from Clive Comet, followed by Cynical getting clear, but it'll be too late, and Tuna Too wins the Christmas Cup. It's Tuna Too a length on Cynical. Third home was Tilachuri, followed by Clive Comet.
It's a bit like the monkey going up the stick at the finish, Neville Voigt, but he certainly does get results. Northern Reward landed a solid plunge in the fifth event, backed in from 7-2 to start favourite at 9-4. It was his third run back from a break, and obviously he's reached his peak now, but a very clever ride here from Ron Quinton. Had him poised in third place at the home turn. You'll notice him there with the nose roll, and he always looked the winner in the straight.
Nearing the corner at the 500 metres, and Sortino is challenging the early leader, which is Black Brigand, and they straighten up. Black Brigand a half Sortino, a length the Northern Reward. He's been called upon for his effort now. He's coming into it stylishly, and then Tsar Royal and Mogarika from Guri Pride. Northern Reward shot away at the 200 metres. The immediate challenger on the outside is Tsar Royal. He's a length from Northern Reward. Quinton goes for the whip on Northern Reward. Second is Tsar Royal, but Northern Reward is holding Tsar Royal. Guri Pride flashing up, but it's Northern Reward winning it from a close finish. Guri Pride and Tsar Royal, and then Sortino.
Thought the effort there of third place getter Guri Pride was sound. He really got a wriggle on in the final 100 metres, and perhaps over a little bit more ground he'll soon break through. Sixth event went to another favourite, Arrakis. The stablemates Royal Troubadour and Belayo filled the placings. The effort of Belayo was quite good. He was slow to go. He moved into a threatening third place at the home turn, only struggled in the straight, but he's sure to improve. But Arrakis, a very, very consistent youngster.
Nairu hanging badly, a spear to the middle of the track, and a couple to fair verdict, and on the inside, Belaho looking for the run. It's Arrakis 300 to go, being pressured by Royal Troubadour. Royal Troubadour's stablemate Belaho climbing over them in third position, but now Arrakis let loose by the rider. Arrakis has pinched about 3/4 of a length Royal Troubadour. Belaho, when the pressure was put to him, he couldn't go any faster from fair verdict, but Arrakis is going to win again. And Arrakis down to the line, scores nicely from Royal Troubadour. Third was Belaho, fourth fair verdict.
The seventh event was called the Reliable Travel, but it certainly wasn't the reliable form, with the three place getters all starting at 33-1. Went to Bogan Rush, who was completely neglected in the betting, to ease from 20s out to 33-1. well back early. In fact, was still well back at the home turn, but sustains a nice run down the centre of the track to score well from Andre Marcel and Reuters News.
My Jeweller as they commence the swing with Vicky Ave now second last. Victory in Paris has dropped out. Stone Motherless as they straighten now, and the Alchemist is challenging on the outside and puts the head in front. Hermod's after it, singing our song a length away, and then Andre Marcel and Hussar's Command. It's the Alchemist and Hermod just leading from Andre Marcel, and Bogan Rush coming into it, forget singing our song. Bogan Rush out in the centre might be just in front of Andre Marcel. It is. It's drawing clear, Bogan Rush. Another one for the bookies. Bogan Rush for the money. Bogan Rush has beaten Andre Marcel. Third Reuters News, the Alchemist.
Another one for the bookies, and they weren't finished yet. The final race went to Mighty Justice, eased from 9 to 2 to start 10 to 1. He also was, looked like about a 10 to 1 chance at the home turn, but Greg Knock brought him along with a well-timed run in the straight to defeat Charles Heidsick. Mick Dittman's Mount Zapodia, the leader there on the inside, had his chance, but just found the big weight beyond him.
Zapodia a length and 3/4, Calaboose and Steel Miss from Mighty Justice, who's pretty deep. At a length, the Berber Gleam, Charles Heidsick and Jogger. At the 200, and Zapodia a length clear. On the outside, Mighty Justice, followed by Charles Heidsick, and then comes Calaboose, Sibley's Review and Bold Heather. They're getting to Zapodia. Mighty Justice on the outside hits the lead, and Mighty Justice racing home to win. Mighty Justice has beaten Charles Heidsick and Bold Heather.
Double and treble now from Rose Hill yesterday. The double numbers 1 and 14 paid $65.05. A big treble dividend for 7, 1 and 14. The divvy $2,498.90. Should be some good fast track. First event was the hurdle. It went to Scipio. Despite the fact that he had scored at his past 2 starts over the sticks, he was sent out at 7 to 1 in a wide betting race. He's always prominent with the leaders, and he was actually second turning for home, and he goes on to score decisively from Norfolk Tiger, who battled on.
Then River Dior further back, followed by Castroman and a Hero Holiday. Down towards the second last, 450 metres to go. Scipio took the lead from Man Irish. At the second last, Scipio, oh, he dipped on landing. He landed a length in front of Man Irish, and then Norfolk Tiger, but Scipio got away, coming down towards the last. He's nicely clear of Norfolk Tiger. He jumped the last well, Scipio. He landed 2.5 in front of Norfolk Tiger and March of Morn. Scipio doing it well with 100 metres to go. He's holding them. Norfolk Tiger, March of Morn can't get him from Castroman, but in the run home, Scipio's too good. And Scipio wins the first, about 3 lengths to Norfolk Tiger. A length and a half away. Third is March of Morn. Long gap then.
Good name for a hurdler, Scipio. Looks like he's going to score again over the Batons. Second event went to Nansen, something of a form reversal here. The Jeff Murphy stable sent him out favourite at his last start when he disappointed. But yesterday, starting at 11 to 2, he tipped out the favourite, Templeman. These two horses had a tremendous battle in the straight, and it was just on the line. Nansen managed to keep his head in front of Templeman on the inside.
Half in advance of Trifold. They're followed by Civitas, pulled to the outside, Nansen. Further back in the field, then in the centre, battling on Harbour Gold from Royal Sean. And Mizal Sonera down the outside, Templeman in front, 300 to go. Nansen moving up on the outside, tackling it quickly. Then further back in the field, Civitas and Royal Sean from a long way back. It's Nansen on the outside of the 200-metre mark, and Templeman. They're fighting it out from Royal Sean, getting to third. Nansen the outside, Templeman coming again. Nansen and Templeman, stride for stride. Templeman, Nansen. Nansen on the outside, got there, and Nansen's got up in a photo. Big improvement too. One at a head on the line to Templeman. Royal Sean is third. Harbour Gold.
Mighty Kingdom won a Caulfield Cup as a 3-year-old for the Tommy Smith stable, and it seems he's destined for a very good stud career. His first crop produced Lord of Camelot, who scores here in the third race at Flemington yesterday, confidently back to start 5 to 2, and he really rockets to the line to defeat Boulder Star in quite an eye-catching performance.
Boulder Star starting to come at them on the outside, but under a bit of pressure, and they've beaten off Swift Hope. And further back then, Lord of Camelot, hard-ridden. Stately Grey got the upper hand with 250 to go. Boulder Star tackling, and now Lord of Camelot coming home quickly in the centre. It's going to be the danger. Lord of Camelot, it's sprinting home quickly. Grab Boulder Star. Took the lead now, Lord of Camelot from Boulder Star and Stately Grey, and then Silver Pageant. But Lord of Camelot starting to draw away and wins nearly 2 lengths of the run home to Boulder Star. 5 away, third, Stately Grey ahead of Silver.
Fourth event went to Wegano. It was run over 2,500 metres. There's some pretty tired horses at the end of this. Wegano reached the lead just on the point of the turn. He was really under desperate riding from Bob Skelton in the straight to hold off Noble Falcon in a very titanic struggle.
On the turn with about 500 metres to go, Insignia, Terry Ladd, and Wegano joins in quickly on the outside with further out Noble Falcon. Sweet Jamaica pulled to the centre from Game Trooper, down with about 350 metres to go, and Wegano went to the front now from Noble Falcon. They've got away a length and a half. Sweet Jamaica followed by Game Trooper. Wegano on the inside and Noble Falcon fighting it out from Game Trooper, and then further back Sweet Jamaica. It's Wegano on the inside, ahead in front of Noble Falcon. They're clear of Game Trooper. Wegano's fighting on well. She's ahead in front, getting close to home from Noble Falcon. Wegano just the leader. They go to the line. She's got there. Wegano a half head on the line to Noble Falcon. A length and a half away. Third is Game Trooper. A gap there.
Fifth event was the Sortino Cup, a big field here. Went to Copper Rocket, a lucky last-minute ride for Darren Gauci, who completed a winning double here. Copper Rocket backed in from 12s to 8s. Second round the home turn, he dashes clear and holds off for Todd Wilkes, who moves back towards the inside, and Galleon battling on for third.
For a run, and back behind them, Farrago Muffler. Pull to the outside, War Knight, and further back, Joyce Mantle, 300 to go. And the leader now, Copper Rocket, now from He's a Haze, and then further back, Galleon. Down the outside, Louvert and Centricity from a mile back. It's Copper Rocket in front, 200 to go. Changing course, Galleon pulls to the outside from Todd Wilkes. Centricity, Joyce Mantle down the outside. Copper Rocket in front. Todd Wilkes getting up on the inside from Galleon. Copper Rocket just in front and wins. Copper Rocket a neck on the line, Todd Wilkes. Third home on the outside, Galleon further back.
Cecchina was heavily backed in the sixth race, ridden by Mick Mallion, and dashed well clear about 400 metres from home. Right on the line, she really had the wobbles, and Cajoli made a lunge, just failed, and certainly Cajoli should soon make amends.
The lead at the moment struggling, and Caviar and Candy right down in the centre. 350 out now. The leader is Cecchina, about 3/4 to on the outside. Scenic Walk getting to it, and Cajoli coming at them out in the centre. They're clear of Kalani, Miss King and I. Cecchina in front with 200 metres to go. Got a length and a half in front of Cajoli, followed by Kalani, Miss Cecchina the leader. Cajoli trying to pick it up. Cecchina still in front. Cajoli wearing it down. Cecchina just the leader from Cajoli. Cecchina and Cajoli, or it might be Cecchina, just ahead of Cajoli. Third home, Kalani, miss from Fleur Cognac.
A few heart flutters there right on the line for the punters who sent Cecchina out as a 7-4 favourite. Seventh event went to Valiant Club. He really looked in command most of the way down the straight, and right on the line, Astralin made a lunge. You'll notice him out in the middle of the track, and he seems as though he's going to break through soon. Maiden Century had every chance. She gets a run through on the inside, but it couldn't respond under hard pressure.
Century back on the rail there, followed by Millawar down the outside. Valiant Club in front, 350 to go, about 2 lengths in front of Amala and Maiden Century. Then Alvarino, and down the outside, Millawar and Boctazan. It's still Valiant Club in front inside the 200-metre mark. It's about a length and a half in front. Maiden Century on the inside with Alvarino and Amala, and down the outside Astralin is flying home. It's Valiant Club in front of Maiden Century and Astralin, and Valiant Club's got the money. One at a neck to Astralin, ahead away. Third on the inside, Maiden Century.
A sensation prior to the start of the final race was actually a false start. A couple of the horses weren't positioned in the barrier when the gates were activated. It certainly played into the hands of the favourite, Pride of Kellina, because he was one of the ones not in the boxes at the time, and in the straight he really blitzes his opposition. He's second at the home turn. That's him, the grey, moving up, and at the 200 metres he heads off Brave Show and careers away.
550 metres to go, and straightening up the leader is Brave Show, a length and a half in front of Pride of Kellina. Then finally tuned back on the rail of the 400. They're well clear now of Galactic Star and Longwood Lad. Brave Show tackled by Pride of Kellina, 250 metres to go. They draw out to fight it out now. The clearer finally tuned, but the favourites raced away now at the 200. Pride of Kellina kicked away from Brave Show, finally tuned. Galactic Star running on, then further back in the field, Eriton Baythorpe from a long way back, but Pride of Kellina is going to trot in the last and wins at 3 lengths. Second home is finally tuned, a length and a half away. Third, Galactic Star. Then
he was forced to lead. But you'll notice when we do get round to the Villiers that he just saves that horse a little extra of the last 100 metres and manages to pull off another Villiers. He's third in 6 years, I think, in fact. The fourth event, with the abbreviated show, we have only the treble legs. The first to come up was the fourth event, the Raconteur Handicap, named after Pat Welsh. Went to Bistro Star. You'll notice it in the green colours. It comes down the centre of the track. Best and Bold was well clear halfway down the straight, but a nicely timed run for Bistro Star to hit the lead about 150 metres out.
Bistro Star, Pleasure Royal, Carvin, Star Belief. Baron Blue second last at Absolute, and the field is Beautrelet. They run down past the 700 metres, and the pilot Best and Bold a half length on Fairy Toast holding the rails. Zap along a length, third, a length and a half to Mr. Godson, travelling inside Double Comet. 3 deep Bistro Star. Then Hashbon and Pleasure Royal, Star Belief, Carvin, Baron Blue, and 2 lengths lengths to Beautrelet. Around the corner at the 400 metres, Best and Bold just leading from Fairy Toast. After a length and a half to Zap Along, and then Mr. Godson and Bistro Star. Pleasure Royal anchored away from Double Comet and Tuna Star Belief, but Best and Bold a length clear at the 200 metres. Mr. Godson and Bistro Star starting to run on from Fairy Toast. Bistro Star and Mr. Godson claim Best and Bold, with Bistro Star doing better, and Bistro Star coming away now from Best and Bold and Mr. Godson, and Bistro Star wins it well. Second is Best and Bold, and third was Mr. Godson. Fourth, a nose away Fairy Toast. Then
the second leg of the Randwick treble was the Villiers Stakes. You'll notice Northern Reward, the horse with the distinctive nose roll. He's forced to lead, but Quinton keeps him under plenty of strong hold as he comes towards the home turn. At that stage, Hermod had moved up threateningly on the outside. These two horses draw away in the straight, and this is how they go from the start. That's Northern Reward in the bluish colours with the red cap and the nose roll, and Hermod on his outside, and they have it between them most of the way.
Northern Reward and a length Andre Marcel Bencara. Patira's well up in the leading bracket, and so too is Sir Eden, and a length a different class making ground. Then Lucky Century, a length the Tsar Royal, 1.5 Noble Connection, Hussar's Command. Open the door is out 3 deep, and now let's look for Benbulben. He's starting to make ground. A length and a quarter So Good, and then Tempestuous. Third last is Ambushed. Gypsy Miss second last, and back at the rear is Argent. The Villiers field makes the run to the first corner, and Northern Reward is the leader. A half Hermod a length away. Third is Antel. Then Andre Marcel, Patira, and wider out Sir Eden. A length off next Bencara. Off the track, different class, and then Lucky Century, Tsar Royal, Benbulben. A length Noble Connection, Hussar's Command. After a length and a half to So Good. On the outside is Ambushed as they run down the side of the track and open the doors a long way out on the course. A length to Tempestuous. Second last is Argent, and Gypsy Miss the tail ender. 550 left to go, and Northern Reward shows the way. A half length on Hermod. Antel a length off third, on the outside Sir Eden, Andre Marcel, Patira. After one to different class, Benbulben looking for the out, and Tsar Royal very deep on the track at the 250, and Hermod ahead in front of Northern Reward. 2 lengths away, third is Antel, Tsar Royal, Andre Marcel and Bencara. Hermod the outside just in front of Northern Reward, coming again. It's Hermod and Northern Reward, a race in 2. Northern Reward is fighting on too well for Hermod, and Northern Reward wins the Villiers from Hermod. Third Bencara, then Hussar's Command.
Northern Reward, of course, trained by Neville Begg, and Begg and Quinton are certainly going to keep Tommy Smith and Mick Dittman hopping this year, but Dittman and Smith have settled down to a formidable combination, and I understand Mick Dittman has settled in well in Sydney now and is going to stay there on a permanent basis. The final leg of the treble was the welter handicap. Went to Vain Fury. Wayne Harris, and what an upside-down year 1983 has been for him. Started badly with that serious brain operation, but he's bounced back, and he's certainly in sparkling form at the moment. To win here on Vain Fury, Blazing Silks battles on for second.
After 1-2 on the inside, Popular Shading Born Red, then Mogarica, Vain Fury. A length and a half further back, Pharaoh's Dream, and then Rayonia Golindy. About 2.5 lengths to Full Alert on the inside of Fast Food, and tailed off Jump and Jive. Past the 600. Coming down to approach the corner, and Blazing Silk scoots away. She's about 3 or 4 lengths on Sir Clip, a length along John Silver. 2 Coogee Zaffa, Bachelor's Purse, followed then by Julios, and Vain Fury starting to weave clear on top of the rise. 300 to go, and Blazing Silk's about 4 long John Silver and Sir Clip. A length of Vain Fury starting to set out after the leader. Blazing Silk's at the 200, and Blazing Silk's being taken on by Vain Fury. He's coming fast, the favourite, Vain Fury. He grabs Blazing Silk's, and Vain Fury starting to forge away from Blazing Silks. Long John Silver will hang on for third, but Vain Fury wins it. Vain Fury a neck to Blazing Silks. Third, Long John Silver.
At least one Christmas present there for the punters. Now the double and treble information from Randwick yesterday. The double numbers 3 and 3 paid $6.10, while the treble numbers were 1, 3 and 3 paid $21.40. Angela had the run of the race actually, but approaching the home turn it looked as though he was going to be in trouble gaining a split. You'll notice right on the corner San Angela switches outside the heels of the leader and slices through and really sets up a commanding break in a very short space. Goes on to defeat Fiery Embers, who runs on very strongly over the final stages, but really never a chance to overhaul the winner. Lively finish battles on for third.
Time and St Angela dropping in behind them. They were followed then on the outside by Use the Space, being eased here as Dance Your Way went quickly round the outside of them with Large Gem into a prominent place. Then Lively Finish, handy but very wide on the track, and they were followed further back in the field then by Complete Justice, it is, at the head of the others. And further back again is Fiery Embers, who's got a long way out of it with Ripe towards the rear of the field. As they came up by the 600 now, and Regal Sierra on the outside has joined Dancer away, and on the inside, Courting Time from Lively Finish. St Angela looking for a split and getting it and bursting to the lead on the corner. Then came at the head of the others, used the space, but St Angela sprinted away and shot 3 in front into the straight, dashed away with a winning break. In Courting Time is second, Lively Finish the outside, and Fiery Embers coming home late, but St Angela's going to trot in, and down to the line, St Angela wins by 3 lengths. Fiery Embers ran home well for second, Lively Finish third from Use the Space, Courting Time.
Second leg was the Yuletide Handicap, race 5, run over 2,600 metres. You'll notice approaching the home turn, it's Noble Falcon on the inside and Sweet Jamaica. Those two at edge clear just approaching the corner, but down the outside comes the Big Brown, past the Baton. A well-timed run, and he draws away over the final stages after a great struggle with the other two.
A length and a half, Sweet Jamaica pulled out 5 wide and set a light, and then Fiery Diamond blocked for a run from past the Baton and Arkalette and Wando Boy. 600 to go, Noble Falcon in front, Sweet Jamaica comes at it quickly, then Italian Verdict and past the Baton running on, Fiery Diamond trying to get out. The top weight, Sweet Jamaica, ran to Noble Falcon, a length to pass the Baton at the 400, one to Fiery Diamond and then Wando Boy. On the corner, however, Noble Falcon, Sweet Jamaica together, a length in front of past the Baton, a length further back, Fiery Diamond. In the straight, it's Noble Falcon and Sweet Jamaica with past the Baton coming at them quickly from Fiery Diamond. Past the Baton might be finishing too well. He drew level with Sweet Jamaica, Noble Falcon. There, a bumping finish here and past the Baton on the outside, maybe a nose to Sweet Jamaica. Noble Falcon, who came out from the rails and jumbled them up about a head away third.
The final leg went to War Night, 11th of 15 last week at Flemington, but much improved performance yesterday. He drew the inside. At the 600 metres, he's well clear and really wasn't threatened, although he did ease out towards the centre over the final stages, and you'll notice Trigg battles on strongly to get second. The favourite, Centricity, always looked to be struggling.
By the 600 and War Night by a length to Without Asking, Gold Noble, Hard Ridden, Loyal and True coming at the leaders now. A length away, Trigg making ground, followed by Gallant Spectre. Centricity with its ears scrubbed off is struggling. Then came Reception to the outside from Fiery Fiend and Find about 5 lengths last. 400 out on the corner and War Night still by a length to Loyal and True. Trigg the outside. There followed then by Gallant Spectre, Reception Without Asking and Centricity under the whip, but War Night clear into the straight. He's length and a half to Trigg and then Fiery Fiend from Gallant Spectre, Centricity, but War Night's run them off their legs, I think, and he's drawing away now from Trigg in the run home, and War Night hanging out into the centre of the track wins by 3 lengths. Trigg has got, or may have got second from Loyal and True, then Gallant Spectre.
They were the treble legs from Moonee Valley yesterday. Look now at the TAB double and treble information. We've got the double numbers, 3 and 3. Again, $23.75. I'm taking over from Ken Hose here with these numbers. 1, 3 and 3, $101.75 for the treble. And the extra double from Moonee Valley, 3 and 7, paid $58.25.